Hi students, welcome to our week 2 overview. We will spend a little bit of time here walking through to show you what's new and what you need to do for the week. So just a little FYI, I have several sections of this course. One of those sections has a meeting time for the NCBW, and I have 2 other sections that are just fully online without the co-requisite. So I usually film my videos in the first course that I make changes to and update, and so that happens to be the one that has the meeting time. So just a little disclosure there that what you're seeing on the screen and may look slightly different than in terms of meeting times, or you might see something about NCBW, but that just applies to my section that I'm in right now. But all the content and all the basic, most everything else is all the same in all 3 sections because it's the same course. Okay, so I'm in my view right now, but I'm going to scroll down here and you will see this is where we were when we did our introductions and our start here. And now you guys are going to be in Module 1. So the Module 0 was just 1 week long. The Module 1, we're going to spend 2 weeks, but you will see the week 2 content. And that's what we're going to go into. So we are, in this module, our basic purpose here is laying down some foundational skills for you to build on as we move towards our writing projects. And so one of the things that we're going to really work on over the next couple weeks is understanding, think of it like an introduction to college writing. We're going to be dealing with critical thinking quite a bit and how that relates to all of our language activities, because you use those quite a bit when you're in academics, right? And so we want to get you prepared, and we want you to have those foundational skills, not just for this class, but for the beyond after you move on from this course and advance to other classes. So let's take a look. This module will have, like I said, 2 folders for 2 different weeks, week 2, and then we'll go into eventually the week 3. So when you look at the week 2, it's the same format in terms of you pop open your folder and you can see everything is laid out for you with what you need to do. So you will probably still see the progression feature turned on here. So again, don't forget that I posted in your announcements a little video that kind of shows you how you can use that feature to keep track of your progress in your modules. So the first, you have a weekly overview that's going to kind of show you everything. Make sure you do scroll down when you click on these and actually read them, because there will be some information that will help you on these overviews. We're going to start this week. We're going to do some assignments you have not yet done, and so one of those is working in our journals. So journals are free writing. Journals are not the same as like an essay that's graded with a big weighted grade, right? If you look back at your evaluation methods part of how the course is set up, you will see that your grade is broken down into different weights, and journals are one of those places where we do a lot of work in the journal, but this is a space for you to think and explore. And we're not worried about right or wrong here. We're worried more about dig a little deeper, put some effort in, try to follow the instructions as best you can, but we're not grading this the same way we would grade an essay. Okay, so think of it like informal writing, and it's also private, at least private enough that only I will read it. And feel free, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of correcting, giving that type of feedback, okay? I'm not going to be, I'm going to look at them, but I'm not here to tear you down, okay? I'm going to look at it and just give you some feedback on things that I notice that you're doing really well, or your insights, or if you get off track, I might guide you back on track. But this is a place for you to kind of just be yourself and not worry about failing and not worry about making mistakes. You're thinking. This is your thinking space. When you go back into, when you're done with this journal and you kind of get an idea of what the prompt is asking, and you've gotten your ideas down, then we're going to kind of get into the content. I posted a couple videos that I like because I think they're fast. My videos, as you'll learn, I'm getting better at it, but it's hard for me to be really concise. So I'm working on it. But I love when I find content online that I think is short, concise, easy to digest, easy to understand. And so I will link to a lot of those videos that I find that I think are helpful for students. And this is one of them. So this video is about critical thinking and reading, and just think of it as kind of getting you oriented before you hit your smart book material, which are your chapter readings. When you go into your smart book, remember when we did the Connect orientation? Well, now you're going to have a smart book tutorial that was not in that orientation, because you have different types of Connect assignments, and this is one of those assignments that you will do. We won't do these every single module or folder, but you will have a handful of these smart book activities where you're not just reading your ebook, but you're answering questions in it. So how a smart book works is it engages you kind of similar to adaptive learning, but it's more like you're reading, and it's focused on reading and trying to understand the important parts of your chapters. So that's what a smart book activity is all about. So this is the tutorial or an overview, however you want to look at it. And then you will have 2 of those chapters to do this week. So I recommend you don't do them all in one sitting, but give yourself about an hour. It may not take you that long, but an hour for each of these activities. So this one is all about critical thinking and the art of questioning. That's the title of the chapter. And it's going to help you understand the importance of questioning, critical thinking, and what we call the rhetorical situation. So you're going to be introduced to some of these things. Then we're going to talk a little more about the rhetorical situation. And again, this is another video that I like because I think it's just well done, easy to understand, and short. Gives you some context before you work on your chapter 2, which, guess what? Back to critical thinking, but this is focusing on reading and the art of questioning. That's going to be very important for you as students to practice those skills. And then we're going to apply what we're learning here, okay, in one of the bigger assignments in the folder called the power of process. So this is more of an analytical type of reading. So it's a little different from the smart books. And this is think of it like annotating, taking notes. Like if we were in a face-to-face class and I give you a handout and I'm like, all right, guys, I want everybody to take notes in the margins or highlight things. I want you guys to be engaged with this text. So that's what this is. This assignment kind of guides you through, helping you by asking you questions. There's that word again, right? Questions to look at this assignment and dig a little bit deeper and kind of understand how the work is getting across its message, right? And that's called rhetorical analysis, but we'll get into that a little bit later in the semester. These are just kind of introductory, concepts for you to get used to and to start thinking about how you read, how you engage with text critically. So you will be looking at an essay that has to do with writing, and then you're going to analyze it. So you're basically going to be applying everything you did up here into this assignment here. And so when you click on the power of process, do your best with it, but do make sure that you watch the tutorial on how to do it, because when you do the power process, there is some different ways that you interact with the text. So you want to make sure you understand the differences between how to just write in your text box when you're asked a question versus highlighting on the document and annotating on the document. So that'll be important. Okay, and then you have your weekly summary before the week is over, just kind of reminding you, hey, what did we do this week? And then the next folder will be available to you to start working on the week 3. Okay, so I will hopefully hear from you if you have any questions or need a little bit of guidance, if you need any help with any of the assignments this week. Those of you who are in my prerequisite section that meets, I will be happy to go over some of these in more detail if you need it. And again, don't forget about my office hours where I'm available to assist you. Okay, everybody, have a great week. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.